Community's home, and we do too. PNC Bank.
By T-Mobile, America's largest and fastest 5G network. And in part by Sonic Small Classic Shakes, $1.99 all day. Yes, we say hello from Williamsport, Pennsylvania, down at Volunteer Stadium, getting set to go with Game 1 on day 1. This team from the Czech Republic, they're from Brno, more than 4,300 miles from Williamsport, the second largest city in the Czech Republic, and as a country, the Czech Republic here at the Little League World Series for just the third time. Let's meet the kids from Brno.
Mé jméno je Dominik Liner a můj nejoblíbenější hráč je Bryce Harper.
Moje jméno je David Sobotka a můj oblíbený tým je Los Angeles Dodgers. Jmenuji se Krištof Šilar a můj oblíbený tým je San Diego Padres.
Já jsem Ondřej Šimánek a můj nejoblíbenější MLB hráč je Ellie De La Cruz. Moje jméno je Filip Staňka a můj nejoblíbenější sportovec je LeBron James.
Moje jméno je Štěpán Švec a můj nejoblíbenější baseballista je Mookie Betts.
Jmenuji se Ilja Kolomojec a můj nejoblíbenější tým je Pittsburgh Pirates.
Jmenuji se Marian Košťál a můj nejoblíbenější hráč je Shohei Ohtani. Moje jméno je Václav Menčík a moje oblíbené jídlo je cheeseburger.
Jmenuji se Filip Žehourek a moje oblíbené jídlo je sushi.
Moje jméno je Aaron a můj nejoblíbenější herec je Kevin Hart.
Mé jméno je Denis Ondroušek a můj nejoblíbenější hráč je Fernando Tatis Jr.
Jmenuji se Dominik Vřesníček a moje nejoblíbenější jídlo jsou špagety.
You might remember the Czech Republic made a lot of noise a few months ago at the World Baseball Classic, and now the Little Leaguers here in Williamsport. And for more on that, we say hello to Sebastian Salazar.
Mike, great to be with you, as always, here at Williamsport and the Little League World Series. Now, you mentioned the Czech team that represented the country quite well at the World Baseball Classic earlier this year. What's interesting about that team is they were mostly homegrown, which means they hail from the relatively small baseball community that this Brno team comes from. In fact, I talked to Aaron Neznial, number 19 on the Little League Czech team. He told me he knows half the WBC players personally, and Martin Schneider, the ace pitcher on that team, actually spoke to this group a week before they left for regionals. He told the team, never give up. It's a good motto for a group that seems to know they might be outmatched, but Mike X, they don't really seem to mind that.
They sure don't. They've said we are small. We might not be the strongest team, but we are coming here to have some fun and try to grab some wins. And they go up against Panama, who starts things out here in Game 1 with Omar Vargas on the mound. They call him El Capi because he is the captain of this group.
Yes, he's one of the leaders. Watching him warm up today, you can tell that he's got a high-velocity fastball, but also it looks like he's got good command of his off-speed pitches. That slider looks like one that he'll be using a lot today.
It sounds like a Garrett Cole breakdown you got there. This guy is the ace, and we'll see how the Czech Republic stacks up as we get things started once again for the 76th time at the Little League World Series with strike one. It is so good to be here.
Yeah, and the weather is perfect. Excited to see the athleticism of all these young kids. That's one thing that's been on display all summer for them.
Krištof Šilar is the Czech Republic's pitcher, and he's in the leadoff spot for this team representing the region of Europe, Africa. Czech Republic team went 5-0 in that region tournament held in Poland a few weeks ago. Got 74 miles an hour there on that high velo fastball that you scouted from Omar Vargas. Perfect weather, perfect ball fields. As Ravi told you, so many of these youngsters so excited to see surfaces like this for the first time. And Vargas with a strikeout to get us going of Šilar atop a Czech Republic lineup that, like all the lineups here now we're seeing, looks different. Little League this year enacted a continuous batting order, so it's not 1 through 9. It's everyone on the roster. In the Czech Republic's case, all 13 of them will bat before the lineup turns back over to the top. This is Filip Žehourek. And so that was designed to get everyone more at-bats. Before, there was something called mandatory play, and that's still in effect, but it looks differently now. And you want to get everyone, not just one at-bat if you can, but maybe a few.
Right, and I think that's an ultimate opportunity for guys to continue to develop. You know, if you're not getting the at-bats at this age, it's going to be hard for you to develop. So it's good to see that that's something that we have in place right now here at the Little League World Series as well.
There's no defensive requirement for how often you have to be on the field, or if you have to. So you can go with the 9 you want defensively, and you can sub freely as well. So we'll keep an eye on how the rule change impacts this year's iteration. 0-2 from Vargas. And he's got a couple of Ks right out of the gates as Ian Corrales caps the K. 2 up, 2 down for the Panama ace.
Yeah, Vargas with a really nice off-speed pitch here. You see the break on it. Big break. And I like what Corrales did. He got to this ball immediately, knowing it's a pass ball. Got himself on the outside foul territory part of first base and made a great throw down there.
These kids are so fundamentally sound. We say that every single year. All right, it brings up Dennis Androshek. And Omar Vargas has not thrown a ball. He's just one pitch above what would be required for an immaculate inning. We told you he is the captain of this group. Coaching staff said to us he is a 5-tool player, and he's living up to that early on here in the first.
Yeah, the cool thing is once you get to this stage now, a lot of these guys have that velo. More about the command of the velo and the off speed once you get here.
0-2. And the first ball from an apparently human Omar Vargas.
And you can imagine the nerves right now with the kids, a little bit nervous coming in that first game. If you can get away with having a clean inning, first inning, that settles a lot of those nerves and anxiousness down.
Vargas deals to Androshek, and he goes to the breaking ball again and strikes out the side. Hey, Ravi told you, binge some baseball. 8 hours getting underway.
And the Sparks bring the energy to Vegas to try to steal one against the red-hot Aces.
Asia Wilson continues to live in beast mode.
We're all about LA at Vegas. Saturday at 3 on ABC.
Stop right there. This week, get the Denny's Super Slam starting at $7.99. Hungry for all your breakfast favorites? When you want America's biggest breakfast starting at $7.99 at Denny's.
It's diner time.
Now open really late.
Whatever your transportation needs, the Cargo e-bike from Lectric is ready to take on the adventure with you. The Lectric Expedition offers 1,300 watts of peak motor power and a dual battery option to take on steep hills while still carrying 450 pounds. This e-bike is in it for the long haul and can cover up to 150 miles on a single charge. Pricing starts at just $13.99. Learn more at lectricebikes.com and come ride with us.
Show the world what it means to be a fan at Fanatics.com, the world's largest collection of officially licensed fan gear from all the leagues, teams, and players you love. Shop now and get today's